Learn to smile. Um, Smile at your pain. Smile at your visitor. Smile at life coming and going. The Mars square Pluto, you should be feeling a little bit of it by now. It happens on July 1st, which is going to be, it's the Mars square Pluto. You should just say when it's exact. That's when the POW happens, and that's going to be July 1st. And I already know as an astrologer what it's all about, and also as a Mars Pluto type. I have a conjunction. I'm also Mars ruled. Um, what what us Plutonians and Mars ruled people do not appreciate at all is how ignorant a lot of astrologers are, because that's just the way, especially in America, how it's below the level of just the super conscious thinking mind. It's more like the mind that just it's just a spiral down. There isn't anything good about Mars. There isn't any, no, it's how it reflects in Western society is this that there's nothing good about your anger. When it's like anger is what has moved things into place that we have now, as far as somebody who mows a lawn with a lawnmower. They got tired, they got fucking pissed. They were clipping it. It was a black woman. She had to use scissors, and she said, "Excuse me," and she invented a fucking push mower. She got pissed, and she did something, used it with precision. See, there's a way to constructively do it. The people that don't do it successfully give anger a bad name. Because what depression is anger being turned inward. And that can kill you, you know, if you just can't get fucking pissed off at people and tell people to fuck off and don't associate with them anymore. It's hard, isn't it? But there's a reason to do that, and you want to feel good. That's why. But getting back to astrology and looking at these fucking aspects that are going on, the fact is like the Mars Pluto in the air. Get away from malefic people right now. Get away from your own malefic self, because it's just going to rear up. I mean, I actually had the nerve to tell one of my friends, "Hey, I need to apologize." People don't understand. You don't know astrology. I just had to apologize to them beforehand, because guess what? And I keep trying to tell them, I'm sorry you're around such stupid people all the time, because it's just going to come to a peak on July 1st. If you have anything near the degree, like 3 degrees away at least, or at the same degree of 27 degrees, because that's where it squares Mars, Pluto, Aries, Capricorn. I like it because Mars is at home and it's finally ahead of Capricorn, and it's just going to break away from Pluto and say, "Excuse me," and I'm going to reveal for one last time these truths. And nobody knows how to look at this. But when you're an astrologer and you're into why do we even have astrology? It's because it's talking about the evolution of human consciousness. And there is a rising and falling of this stuff. Like I was talking about, there's like this downward spiral about all of it. Nobody appreciates Mars, so you can't know why Venus would ever want to use it. And then that's a big thing. What did I just say there? What do you know of Mars and Venus symbology? Anything? Can you connect it with anything? So all of the other planets have their symbologies, and Pluto represents, guess what? I don't hear any astrologers just copying to it. The guru, the truth, God. And when you don't see it, when you improperly see the math, which it's like, what is it then? It's math coming out of what? An infinite space that carries it all. Let's get into the one tone. Take the T away, one in tone. That is music, musical. Music will teach you everything you need to know about the math You know, it just upsets me because it's like, am I the only one that knows this? No. Talk to Einstein and fucking Tesla. Pardon me while I'm fucking yelling, you know, I'm just, what do you do with people like me? Here's another one of these videos. I'm going to make a title. What do we do with people like me? Besides, we just starve them out and make sure we die because we don't give a fuck about working for your system. And where did the food go? Why don't you guys, what are you guys doing? Getting up at 4 in the morning and you work fucking how many hours a day? How many of you? How many days a week? And there isn't a single fucking sign that life is happening out there. I mean, it is deadening. What I mean is like, where's the fruit trees? Why isn't there any food? Like, why am I hungry all the time? Why isn't there any fucking fruits overloading? I have 3 fruit trees, more than that, on my property. And when they do fruit, when the military isn't spraying it with fucking chemical or, you know, causing a unfortunate situation with fucking freezing your fucking shit off your trees. When I have an overload of fruits. I know how it is. You have too much. Too much. That's the problem. There's too much in the universe, and somebody doesn't know what to do with it, and they don't know what to do with it so much, and they just want to make it look like it's never going to fucking happen, that there's so much of it. There's too much. The trick is, you ignorant peoples, how do you regulate it into you? No, not how do you regulate a fucking orange to make it wet and it's unhealthy because why? And then now was the imagined reason that you don't allow people to do what? Just let them live and let die or whatever's going on. Back to, man, I feel bad for people that don't know how to celebrate the truth and just be it. You know, if you're too busy trying to be nice, you're suffering. Especially coming up, it's like that. And don't fall for that narcissist. You got to be the fucking Mars and Pluto in Aries. That's narcissist. It just comes right up. Whoop! By the way, one last address. One last address. We're gonna add address on. Fuck, what are those things? Can you give me a robe? That's easier for me. But the narcissist is there to break you down. And they're kind of going down everywhere, and it's like, could be your own whatever, and they're trying to bring you down. It's like, it's their last grab, it seems like. If you're the one and only loving person that they can see that you're just gonna tough it through, you know, they're going through the hell that is just their life. They're bitching, shitty fucking relationships that they conduct. And then now you're supposed to be there for them. And it's like, you look around, it's like, you know what? Why do I have to hold this up? This is part of the big sift and the coal going on. And how do you survive this? Well, one way you survive is you do not hold on to the people that are sinking, because that's their success. They don't know how to be happy with it. They're like, man, I ignored the truth all my life. I denied stuff when it came to me all my life, and I treated people really poorly all my life. I mean, I have a string of people behind me that I've treated poorly. No, not me, narcissist. Are you keeping up with the conversation? I stay alone. And the people that end up behind me, they end up behind me because they couldn't keep up. You know, I wasn't saying, come here and now let me chop your head off and throw you out, or chop all of our heads, all of our faculties away. Like, because maybe you have something to teach me. I'm always open. And when I see that it's like they're going to try and teach me something false, something that I'm not, that's going to suck, because I don't need that. You know, I mean, you get an immediate reflection of that from me, which would say, and you're not who you say you are either. You're living a lie too. You're a lie if you think you're more real than just this. People can't be now. Only now is now. Bye! Why was I here? You needed me. I didn't call you. Fuck you. Fucking assholes. You people need to learn how to live. You don't manipulate people into you because you think you have a better idea. It's more like, is it working or not? Does it feel good or not, you stupid assholes? You people go and buy fucking concepts and ideas and books and, it says this, eventually you're gonna have to rub your eyes and see what in reality is going on with this. And that's an ongoing thing you're gonna have to get used to. I mean, you can honor it and just be aware. Be aware. It's just awareness, that's all. It's not really that hard. What's hard is getting your mind out of it. Take your mind away. All of the thoughts you think get these fucking people out of here, man. Because you got to be careful, man. Those people that are fucking system ran and government cheese fed, and they're just, oh man, okay. At least get them to admit that they've been drinking the Kool-Aid to the point where, that's just it. Their potential. They're just a frequency, a program that is the problem, serving directly as the problem. There's just something specific I wanted to say about that type. It's just like, so you are the reason why that things, the people are just walking around unhappy, and it's a fake thing that you're doing. You're walking all over people and smiling about it. And it's always going to be turned around, you fucking people. Always. You can't win with a narcissist. You cannot. See, this is what the population doesn't understand. And you need to understand this. This is a perfect time to understand something like this because it's Mars-Pluto square. I'm trying to make sense of this fucking video. I'm lit up. I warned people. I said, "Oh God, Pluto is going to start squaring my Mercury, like exactly." Where right now it's between my Mercury and Uranus conjunction. I have a Uranus at 26. Pluto is there squaring at 27, and then I have Uranus at 26, and this is where it's like it's messing with my mind. And luckily, my practice and my faith, my practice is so strong. I've already learned about the mind. It's like you don't bother about the condition of the mind. The mind is the same all the time. It's the same condition. It's like, look at it this way. It's a false information field. Set it aside. Now, where's reality at? All right. Did you notice the bugs flying around here? It's just because I live in the mountains and you have a lot of different insects. Every year, I didn't change the subject matter. We're talking about reality, and I'm talking now as reality does, and it's just pop, pop, pop. Are you alert? Are you alert? Is there something unconnected about reality that you think is happening? That's what's weird because it's the only solid stream time there is. Your mind is fragmented, and it's the mind that really kind of fragments everything because why? Well, it has a memory and it's got a past, and really it's got to be this way. And if it's not that way, the future won't be like this. And it's always about the past and the future, which is non-existent. I want to get out of here. I want to get out of the United States, and I want to go where people know solidly, precisely what I'm saying. That I never get a fucking blank stare ever again when I talk about, we have math that's hooked into our symbolic system of communicating, which is the English alphabet, and it's revealing just the basics of how all of creation is made, and that there isn't even a creation that has been made by some intelligence, that in fact all of nature is not really natural. It's a amazing technology, and you're one with it as the universe, baby, and there's a way to understand it very simply by looking into the math that is hidden inside of the English alphabet. Now, people look at me like, duh, huh? That you have to burn all your books. First of all, you need to burn the idea out of your head that a word even really matters to matter. A vibrational frequency does when you break it down. And look into it. Look into it. The vibes, you know what I mean? We don't know about these experiments that these people conduct and say that it's truth. You have to do it yourself, and then there won't be any more argument. The arguing is just to uphold the mind, that the mind is just always unsure, and that's just the nature of it. It's afraid of being found out that it's not sure. That's all. That's all it. That's all it. So many masks it wears just to not be found out that it's just a fake. And if you let it go run that far, oh, it has so much. The entire world is out there for it to say, yet, no, I'm more real than reality. See, at this point, now nobody knows that there's a difference between the word world and reality. They think, no, the world is reality. No, it isn't. Why do they have two separate words for it then? That's why you want to break it down and kind of hypnotize people and say, chop, 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 chop. Really, if you want to look at that word world, it's got the word Lord in it and word. It's not a bad thing, but if you don't know, right? If you don't know the power in it, the spell. I didn't just say, if you didn't know that the word created the universe, that's bullshit. You guys are fucking on that one. That's what I'm saying. No word is creating anything here. No. Your mind, your thoughts don't do that either. There's a lot of bullshit that's happening. It's like, not a single human mind thought can have reality. It's either give that thing up or go to reality. What do you want to do? And your awareness is involved with that. You know what awareness is? I love this part. It's not the mind. The mind cannot have awareness. You know why? Because you want to know what awareness is? I love this part. This moment now. I love this fucking part. The mind can't have it. Go ahead, slap yourself in the face really hard and try to get to this moment now. I mean, you're already there right now. But your mind is so like, and guess what? Look at her. You know, she must be, yeah, you're just judging me, you know, or something, whatever is going through your mind. Your mind must be more real than the fucking fact of something that can blow it out of its fucking socket. And that's what we need. Humanity needs something else rewired into their subconscious programming that's open now. They knew it. What are they rewiring us with? Man, it's weird. They're trying to do, okay, let's do the social crediting and make them better people. That's not the way to do it. You give them rewards. Look, God gives you a reward when you obey His truths. I mean, what's going on? You're already here. It's a perfectly good little fucking arrangement here called reality. Why do we need an overlay suggesting to us? Huh? Well, I'll tell you why. There is an experiment on a human organism, and they're done with a certain programming that's out there that's completely useless. Let's get back to those people that are so fucking hooked up into their minds they think all of that shit is really real out there. They'll talk about a law that's not universal law. There's universal law, and then there's man-made laws. Did you know that? And all of the man-made laws are bullshit. You don't have to fucking follow those. Over how many dead bodies have you followed those laws? And your own, too. You just say, and I'll just later on because I have a necktie. I have a necktie on. You're not even listening. What's a necktie? It's bad enough that I'm sitting here and I had to learn how to, tie your shoes. There's got to be something that you don't have to really do that. I mean, tie your shoes. Okay. Come on, and just think of another possibility. Can you think at all? Can you see? It's not really thinking that I'm concerned about. It's your imagination. I queued on it the other day, and I don't have time. This is like the full moon, the new moon thing. Very, very very unstable time because there was Jupiter squaring that, and um, it's not time to mess around with people's emotions or yours. It's not time to it's not time to ignore the higher mind that is the emotions. And some things are just on their way. It needs to move forward or drop it. The Mars in Aries is actually a do or die sensation. And here's what I'm afraid of. Now, this is 20 minutes of talking, but I want to tell you people what's up next. Mars is going to be squaring Uranus, and the people that I know personally, when I say Mars squares Uranus, I mean it's going to conjunct Uranus, let alone it being the North Node involved in that too, which is the eclipse thing that happened. The eclipse set a lot of people off into a different timeline, and it has to do with finances and the way you get your money, and you better watch out. I think if you're doing it right, most of you lost your jobs and you're rearranging into a more humane system and you're watching out. Do not, trial and error, you're going to figure out, do not take money from the enemy. Don't put your money into the enemy either. The language goes like this. It's time to restore. Re is a prefix. That means to do again. Now put that aside. What does store mean? Do you know what a store is, kids? Do you get things from a store? Do you think we need to redo something? Do you have your own store? Do you have a favorite store that you go to? Is it your store? Do you think you need to restore? I think we should restore. Take it out of the hands of these centralizing fucking people and fucking trade centers. Fuck yeah. You know, I kind of know what's happening now with why they bombed the World Trade Center. Fuck the World Trade Center. What is that anyway? Why doesn't it say human commodity necessity place or trade place? Why? There's a dangerous thing happening, and if I'm involved with it, so fucking be it. Wipe me out. But I'm gonna say, yeah, there's a dangerous thing happening on this planet. And getting back to this thing that goes on with astrology, where Mars is going to be conjuncting Uranus in the fixed sign of Taurus, around about 17 degrees. If you know anybody with 17 degrees Sun in Leo or Scorpio or Taurus or Aquarius, can't imagine what's happening to the Scorpios. Leos are getting just, Leo's going to bottom out. Scorpios are really going through a fucking rehaul, complete transformation, flipped upside down, backwards. Good thing. Scorpios handle transformation like that. They're like, oh, we just died and came back again. No problem. Taurus, kind of the same thing because it's in their sign. It's like, oh God, really? And they're so stubborn. All of them are so stubborn. This is why it's such a major time. It's like they're all stiff and they're falling, crack, shattering. You know, just loosen up and you don't really fucking crack that much. So, you know, it's like this conjunction of Mars and Taurus and Uranus coming up. You can look at the dates. They're going to start talking about it, and I'm going to keep talking about it too. Because if you're not getting stable, this thing is gonna rock your ass off of its socket. Mars, let's just say it's the physical body again is going to be in question because this is for the collective. That's why I say, if you haven't stabilized yourself, I personally, I'm in fucking critical care mode. A lot of people coming around, especially narcissists, they don't know that I am still under intensive care. I'm trying to restore my body. I'm not getting old, you stupid asshole. I am peaking. You're an old man at fucking 26. Women, they are just starting their life at 45, okay? So you people need to be educated again about the truth, about what's happening, about this. Who are the superpowers on this earth? Not a bias or anything, but it's just like, good God. Jesus was a woman, okay? She may have let her beard go or something. I know some women that great. Anyway, back to the wonderful Mars and Taurus thing. This is a fucking 30-minute video. I hope you enjoy me. The Mars, the Taurus thing, it's trining my Venus. I'm having such an amazing thing where, but Neptune is kind of, it can go either way with the romance. You know, it's like, God, is there some way to make this unmind fucked, like to where God is just saying, Shauna, this is the last straw. If you don't realize that everything is worthless on the planet, even sex, you know, because people are destroyed. I'm sorry, Shauna, but give up on people. Just give up on them, please. I mean, I know you love them and you're a musician and you know how they feel when you play and you like to draw it out and you like to inspire. Forget it. Forget it, Shauna. I'm taking you home. Just please go into your center if you can somehow isolate enough. Really, I know you just want enough funds to just be able to be more and more. Just shut up. Please get away from me. Here, take this money. My idea is to pay my electric bill prior, like 5 years. Why do we have to worry about a fucking electric bill happening every month? Is there some way to just say, will $3,000 cover it? Will you tell me when we're done with the $3,000? Will it be in 3 years? Fine, here, take it. Good. Ugh. Fucking system. Sucking the fucking life out of us all. And some of you people are like, tra-la-la, no, and I worked it. Really? No, you didn't. You didn't work it, you fucking assholes. Who is working it? Who are the superpowers there? Who says it's a great idea to be a fucking non-human fucking doing nothing but just running and running and running? It's a fucking prison. All of it. The freeways, prison. Miserable fucking place on those fucking freeways out there. Miserable. Miserable! Fucking traffic jam. Where are you going? Where are you going to? Where did you go the whole time? What just happened? Anyway, back to Mars. I'm going to get this wrapped up in a fucking less than a half an hour. Back to Mars conjuncting Uranus. The reason why it's about our physical bodies, and it's like a make or break, do or die. Now is the time if you're not taking care of it. That's like an electrical shock. Talk about convulsion. The guy talked about convulsion, but this is more convulsion. It's electrical. It's very abrupt. It's like, watch out. Mars conjunct Uranus. That's physical upheaval, especially in Taurus because it's an Earth. Watch out for the earthquaking. But you better be in radical self-care by then, if not already, because that's going to be a time we don't know. It's really unpredictable shit going to go down physically. Have a nice whatever you're having.